Okay, we're back on live, so welcome back for more Fate Go. Continuing on more for Agartha, and we're heading into the Nightless City. We're gonna be meeting up with some, like, assassin, and as well as having to be sideline with it. But anyway, let's not waste any time and jump right into it. And I hope you guys have a wonderful starting on February. And any plans for Valentine's Day? I don't know. I don't have any girlfriends. I don't have anything like relationship whatsoever. I'm just a single person, alright? Anyway, since we're fighting against assassins, this will be much worse than I thought. Let's see. Let's just change it this one. This one helpful. And I'm looking for Merlin. And then probably a caster Tamamino. Guess that's pretty much it. I'll just leave it for now. There we go. To the Nightless City.
I can still hardly believe Assassin did something so horrible. I'm glad that the pirates are gone, of course. But did she have to sink the entire city of Wise to do it? Who knows what we could have done with the place where it's still around. What a waste.
Like, make into a water park?
Haha, I like that. Here I am focused on the present, and you're dreaming of plans for the distant future. That's a precious talent in its own right.
Yes, that's one of Senpai's best qualities. No matter how dire things may be, he never fails to examine things at new and unusual angles.
Hey, Destroyer, how you doing? Alright, let's see what I say.
Ha! And you never fail to deliver a truly earnest analysis, young lady. There is certainly never a dull moment with you two.
To give my own earnest answer, if Wise were still around, then yes, perhaps we could have made use of it as a marine headquarters of sorts. I believe you said before that that lake is connected to nearly every river that flows across Agartha. Given the incredible potential in what could have been transported over water as opposed to land, I cannot help but feel that destruction was a waste.
Still, there's no use crying over split milk, or a sunken city, as the case may be. I've already told my resistant allies to explore the ruins of Wise. They should find several seaworthy vessels. What's more, now that the pirates no longer control the waterways, we're on equal ground with our enemies.
Ryder's optimism is well founded. The situation has clearly taken a turn for the better. After all, we've narrowed our pool of Demon God Pillar candidates from 3 to 2. And we've reduced the number of powers in Agartha. It seems like things should be a good deal easier from now on, don't you think?
You dislike the Columbus and Megalos was annoying. Yeah. Especially when you face against Megalos and Columbus teaming up together. That's also considered the worst, a gimmicky battle.
I'm not so sure. Those women aren't our only enemy. Plenty of other threats remain, like those monsters that attacked our hideout. And while I didn't mention this before, there's even a natural disaster of a sort to worry about. We can't go resting easy just because the pirates are gone.
Natural disaster? You mean like earthquakes? That is a scary thought, especially down underground. I hate to be buried alive.
Depending on the situation, I'm afraid it could be even more dangerous than that. You'll just have to see what I mean for yourselves. Words alone won't really suffice to describe it. There's no telling when it might show up, and should you attempt to spot it yourself, it disappears without a trace almost immediately. It is extremely dangerous, and to make matters worse, you cannot guard yourself against it. It's impossible to see it coming, so the only thing you can do is run away before you're caught up in it. It is far worse than any mere natural disaster.
Huh?
Well, anyway, I'm just saying that there's still plenty of danger lurking around here, so we can't go getting careless. Just forget about this natural disaster thing for now. It's unlikely we'll be running into it anyway.
I'm afraid I'm still not quite following, but it sounds like the gist of it is stay alive.
I'm good. I just got, finished eating dinner after I got off work. And I have work tomorrow again, but I'm not going to be streaming for tomorrow because, maintenance starts at 8 o'clock. Because, you know, Valentine's events. And, introducing new servant, Semiramis. I probably think I'm not going to roll on her on my main account, but I'm waiting for the mysterious Heron X Altar for a Valentine rerun event on like mid-February. So hopefully, I'm saving up my summon tickets and sync course as well. Hopefully I get lucky enough to get her.
Speaking of which, I'm picking up hostiles right in front of you. They look like wild animals. I see what Ryder means about there being threats everywhere. Hey, at least they didn't surprise us. That proves MASH is still staying alive. Way to go, MASH. Master, I think MASH deserves a double super extra helping of praise while we're preparing to fight.
You look great in glasses, Mash.
I really much appreciate the sentiment, Senpai. But I feel terrible about getting praise like this while you're busy giving orders for battle.
On my main account, I've done all the floors. I've done all of it. My main account, my alternate account, I wouldn't want to do it because I don't even have enough servants to get prepared for that. No way. Nuh-uh. Because it's just like, not so much servants I can acquire it. Thanks to that Gacha rate.
よし、戦いだ。苦手だけど全力で行こうか。
手伝うの気にしないで。エリザ粒子展開。
お任せ。夢のように片付けよ
う。よく見るいいでしょう。
I've done all the floors. Yeah.
回避は許しません。管理する。エリチャードリル。
いいとも。
よく見ておくように。
それ。
敵へ捕捉。きません。
Whew, that was close.
手伝うの気にしないで。
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
さあ、サーチライトを当てなさい。
Oh, so are you planning to finish this, the rest of the floors, or you probably gonna
あ
give
なた
up?
を念めちゃくちゃにしてあげる。泣いて許しをこいなさい。ブレストゼロエリゼーベト。来ません。
次はない。この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。お望みのままに。どうかな。いいとも。次はない。お望みのままに。
いいでしょう。
いいとも。
粉砕します。回避は許しません。
次はない。殺戮だ。
よく見て
残らず。
いいでしょう。
了解。
204, 120 to get to. Oh,
全種解
then you're probably done, right? Or no?
絶望に挑む。コイヘム。
回避は許しません。
そこだ。
Damn, so close. Okay.
Dragon.
Whoa. Chill out, Soul Eater. No need to be so angry.
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
バリバリ呪うぞ。さてさて。
いいとも。
はいや。ほわ
あったあったあった。久しぶりの運動は応えるね。
I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure if it is. You're probably gonna have to look it up on the Wikipedia fandom wiki, I believe. Let me check on that thing. Times 2018. There's an English version. There is a points reward that you can get for like a reward list. I can give you on a link. I don't know. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, it shows up on the thing. I'm not sure what it's gonna look like that Valentine 2020 thing look like. Okay.
And done. You know, that might have been a nice warm-up for what's to come. Ryder, since we're approaching our destination, why don't you tell us about the sort of enemies we'll be facing in a nightless city?
The women of the Nightless City are very reserved, unlike the Amazons and pirates. They don't go around hastily attacking the other regions too much. They tend to focus on defending their own land.
Really? But the leader got pretty extreme at Wise. Way extreme.
Indeed, which is almost certainly why Daha never saw it coming. I certainly wouldn't have. For the Nightless City's ruler to infiltrate enemy territory all on her own, and take out the entire city with a single strike to its one weakness. She is the very model of an assassin in that respect.
It's also possible that she intentionally refrained from drawing attention to herself up till now in order for that plan to work.
True, but now that Wise is gone, there might be changes taking place across the entire Nightless City. We should start with some careful reconnaissance.
Since we found Drake at Wise, albeit in a somewhat different form than usual, like Fergus. At first, I thought we might find one of our other missing servants in the Nightless City. But now, I'm fairly certain that whoever its ruler is, she didn't come from Chaldea.
Daha did say something about the caster, though.
That's true. She did mention that when speaking to the assassin. So it would seem safe to assume that the Nightless City is home to a caster servant as well. In which case, there's still a chance that it could be Helena. Regardless, our task remains the same. We'll never find out unless we go there ourselves. Come to think of it, Ryder, do you have any idea as to how many soldiers there are in the city? It would be nice to know what sort of enemy we're up against ahead of time.
I'm afraid not. As I said, they've mostly kept to themselves so far.
I see. I act because I still cannot make myself draw my sword against a woman. So I was hoping there might be some other sort of opposition there that would let even someone like myself be useful. I'm afraid that even after seeing firsthand in Wise what terrible enemies women can be, I still can't bring myself to do battle with them. Well, you know, maybe it's kind of like trying to get over your distaste for Brussels sprouts. can just do it at the drop of a hat.
Hang on. I just remembered something. The Resistance one took in a man who escaped from there. He was in such a terrible state, we weren't able to get much from him. But the one thing we did learn is that the Nightless City is home to those.
How come you're pointing at the bodies of those beasts we just defeated?
Dogs. He told us that the city is full of dogs. Though, of course, I don't know if you meant real dogs or something else altogether.
Yeah. And there's no freaking, like, Phoenix feathers. That's for sure. Fucking farming all day to get that freaking Phoenix feather, because, like, I literally need to extension that for, whatchamacallit, like, Mysterian's Heron X. And then there's others, like, Waver. I recently got him on my main account in Story Summon. And then what else was it? I can't remember. There's like more into it.
いつ雪が降ってきても達成で達成感が失うふと
Right, Nightless City. Ugh. Brilliant Fortress City. This will be great. Again. Soul Eater. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, I was trying to like collect a whole bunch of Artoria's faces. Yeah, and I'm also planning to get her Bunny Toria on next year. Summer, like, I really want her so badly. You know what I mean? I don't care if she's useless or whatsoever because her attack stat is pretty bad, but nonetheless she's a ruler type that resists a whole bunch of like class servants except like Shielder and other whatnot. Oopsie.
Alright, this is as far as I go.
Huh? You're not coming with us?
I kept too many of my men back at the hideout when we infiltrated Wise. I don't want to repeat that mistake. If the Resistance had been ready to attack from the outside when it started to sink, it would have been a hell of a kerfuffle, but we could still have saved some of the men there if only we'd been able to react accordingly. This time, the Resistance and I will stand by near the Nightless City. That way, we can come in and take control of the city after you've taken down the assassin. Alternatively, we can storm the place on your signal if something unexpected happens, like in Wise. Either way, I'm afraid the Resistance needs me to lead them, so I have to stay behind. I'm sorry to make you face all the danger yourself.
It's okay. My friends, my trap friends here can handle anything. She just needs support. True, that's right. Like Waver and Merlin. That is, of course.
Woo!
Heh, well that's reassuring.
That's also one of Senpai's 7 best qualities. He trusts his allies completely. And yet, something about working with this rider makes me uncomfortable. Why? We may not know who he is, but he fought valiantly alongside us back in Wise. And there's no question that this is the best way of keeping Master safe. So then, why do I keep wishing he would stay somewhere I can keep an eye on him?
I might have said this before, but let me say it again. If you must accomplish something, never give up, no matter the difficulties, as long as you persevere. A way forward will eventually present itself. That may not mean much coming from a boring old man like me, but I can't help saying it anyway.
You can never hear words of wisdom too often.
Okay, Subgrass, do you have your smoke bombs? Good, then let's get started without infiltration. As luck would have it, it's almost sundown. Never mind how strange the idea of sundown is several kilometers under the surface. At any rate, now should be a good time to scale the castle walls.
It looks like a Chinatown. Alright.
Gah! This is the brightest deserted alley I've ever seen in my life. This city is certainly no less of a surprise than Wise. However, different.
It kind of reminds me of Shinjuku.
The Nightless City, a legendary place from Chinese myth, much like Wise was a legend from French myth. The original name in Chinese can also be translated as Nightless Castle. However, the word for castle actually means the outer walls of a city in Chinese. It's described in the Book of Han, but there aren't a lot of details about it. All we know is that the city was known for being very bright, even at nighttime. But given the image its name invokes, that expression came to be used for other cities that never sleep, like Shinjuku and Shanghai. What about that assassin? Unlike Wise, nobody knew much about who the Nightless City's ruler was, or even if there was one after all. So I think it's entirely possible that she's a servant with no relation to the city who just happens to be using it for her base. Much like how Ryder is using the Peach Garden as his. Good point. Whoever Ryder is, I kinda doubt he has much to do with the Chinese Peach Garden. That said, the assassin who destroyed Wise did seem to have a Chinese air about her. No, I shouldn't speculate when we still have so little information. Anyway, what's your next move? I too believe we should learn from our mistakes at Wise. This time, we should take great pains to ensure this covert operation remains covert. As such, we should start by gathering information with as small a group as possible. Once we know more about the city itself, the threats we face, and where to find the assassin, then and only then do we all move in. Yep, makes sense. I'd probably get lost in no time anyway. Incidentally, Astolfo and I will be the ones to go and gather information. Huh? Why me? Remember the citizens of the city we saw on the way here? As we suspected, this city is primarily inhabited by women. But unlike the pirates of Wise and the Amazons, these women are quite diverse in dress and race. The only thing they have in common is that they are all women. Therefore, as long as we keep our wits about us, the two of us should also be able to pass as citizens. Of course, if you insist, I am willing to go alone.
You can do this, Astolfo. I promise.
Really? I am pretty cute, huh? It's a little embarrassing for someone to just split it out though. Okay, I'll do it. I was gonna let Dion handle the boring stuff and spend some quality time with Master here in this alley. But if you're that insistent, I'd be a disgrace to the 12 paladins of Charlemagne if I refused. Let's do this thing. In that case, I'll have to remain here too. I may not be able to help gather information, but I will at least keep this area and Master secure. I am young, I know, but I vow to protect Silkbrass with my life. Well, Chaldea staff needs to focus on monitoring Master above all else. So if you two are going to go off on your own, I'm afraid we won't be able to offer any help from our end. Not a problem. That's why we're going together. But what about the assassin of Nightless City? She saw you both back at Wise. The other citizens here may not recognize you, but what would you do if she dies? A good point. We'll need some sort of disguise. That will not be a problem. Fortunately, I snuck into an empty house on the way here and borrowed 2 outfits from its closet. Naturally, I didn't have the luxury of choice in what I took. But since they were both hanging in the closet of a house belonging to an ordinary citizen, they should let us blend in well enough.
Nice, Phantom Thief of the White Lily!
Just to remind you, Master, my title is Knight, not Thief! So is one of those outfits for me? Of course, that is why there are 2 of them. However, I only have time to base my selection on whether or not they would fit. So I don't wish to hear any complaints about how your outfit looks. Here, take it.
Aw, come on! Isn't it important to look good even in disguise? I mean, we don't want to get hauled in by the fashion police, do we?
FBI, open up!
Oh well, guess I may as well try it on.
Why are you changing here? Don't you realize Master's watching?
Ooh. Puppy eyes.
At least change in the shadows here. Don't the 12 paladins have any sense of decency?
Well, I can't really say as far as Roland's concerned. Overall, I have to say, nope.
That's nothing to be proud of. Come with me. I need to change as well.
Hey, where's the fire? I'm already naked anyway. Eep, my butt's coat exposed like this.
Ooh, I'm looking at you. My favorite. Yeah, those two trap costumes. Interesting, huh? Like it? Lenny face.
What?
Ooh. You look so cute, the Eon. And you too, Astolfo.
Oh, la vache! What are these outfits?
Mine's a sailor uniform.
Astolfo! I don't know why you're shouting like that, but stop it. Master, you're scaring foe.
You know, I think these are pretty spiffy.
I admit it, I didn't look very closely when I took these outfits, so perhaps I shouldn't be surprised that they turned out to be like this.
Let me ask you this. Exactly what sort of room did you take these from?
Nothing special, just an ordinary bedroom with an ordinary chest of drawers.
Oh, a bedroom, huh? Well then, I bet you can guess what these outfits were doing there, huh?
At any rate, I'm afraid I don't have time to go searching for different outfits now.
What's wrong with these? As far as I can tell, the only problem is that we're just too damn cute.
I'm not certain that these outfits will fit in as you explore the city, but I am certain that the other women here are dressed in all manners of ways. So given that, yes, that's true. I've seen Western clothing, Japanese clothing, Chinese clothing, and all manner of fashions ranging from medieval to modern times. In which case, perhaps we won't stand out too much after all.
What's up, Mash?
Oh, it's not a very big deal, but, well, there's one thing I'd like to make sure of. Master, you're not sure of the Eon's gender either, are you?
No, I can't get a straight answer about it. It's genderless.
Right. So, given that, as much as I hate to ask you to do this, could you maybe take a look?
What the? Are you freaking like trying to be making me gay, Mash? Oh no, please no. Don't look at the chest. Don't look at the chest. You know it's actually be a fishery trap. I think I see something there.
Me too. But of course, that doesn't prove anything definitely. That's what's making the Eon so mysterious. Perhaps heroic spirits can use skills to alter their physical appearance, or perhaps, well, that's the only option I can think of myself. I don't see a way to resolve this matter with any certainty. We could always ask, but I believe the Eon would just smile and change the subject.
Not every mystery needs to be solved.
Yes, I guess you're right. I'll do my best not to pay it any mind then. Very well. Astolfo, we shall have to undertake the mission dressed as we are. And please, keep your wits about you and do not draw undue attention.
Okay. I wonder if I look cuter with my skirt hiked up more.
Oh, showing your ding dong, huh?
There we go.
That is exactly what I was just talking about. Do not adjust your skirt as you walk. Do you want the world to see what's under your skirt?
Yes. Astolfo's ding dong.
Well, things certainly are a lot quieter without those two around, aren't they? Still, their task will require not a small amount of stealth and skill. I think it would be best if we just waited patiently for them to return. A city populated entirely by women. To be honest, I'm finding this place a little disconcerting too. Though, of course, I'll make sure to do everything in my power to keep Sopra safe if necessary. Still feeling out of place? The other you mean no would almost certainly be thrilled to be here. If anything, he'd hate the idea of waiting around doing nothing in a back alley when there's a whole city full of women right in front of him. Either that, or he'd be on the edge of his seat waiting for something exciting to happen. And I don't mean an enemy attack. Although, now that I think about it, I suppose a Celtic warrior would find that exciting too, for very different reasons. I see. So, what sort of exciting things would the Fergus, be waiting for, if not an enemy attack?
A half-naked woman running away from a bad guy?
Exactly that sort of thing, so fast. Even now, I can almost hear the other Fergus saying, "Well, isn't this my lucky day? Hers too!" That's awful! Do I really end up becoming a vulgar man obsessed with women as no more than sexual objects? No, that can't be right. I'm sure I'll turn out to be a proper warrior. She mentioned I would enjoy an enemy attack as well as that other thing. Still, I can't help but worry. I better get back to training. That'll get my mind off this stuff. I think I'll start with some Celtic squats while keeping an eye on our perimeter. Pardon me.
Oh yeah, push-up or squatting.
Now you two have gone and made poor Fergus uneasy with all your teasing. Don't worry, Fergus. You'll always be you, no matter what else happens. Please don't dwell on it. It's okay to just be yourself. Thank you, Mash.
Oh?
But I like to train whatever I have a spare moment. So this is me being myself. I see. You really do enjoy training, don't you?
I don't get the appeal at all myself.
I don't think I'd say it's appealing. It's more routine. I think it's really sort of separate from the things you do for fun or because you like them. For me, training is something I do because I have to. I don't know if there's anything more to it than that. That said, I don't do nearly enough, which is why I'm still just a fledgling. But I can say that I know my stuff when it comes to more knowledge-oriented things. The druids who teach me are actually afraid of me now, since I learn everything they teach me so quickly that they keep running out of material. They say that if they let me, I'd end up making them talk all day, every day, from morning to night.
Wow, you really can't judge a book by its cover.
I guess everyone really does have their own backstory. That goes for other servants too, of course. This has been a good reminder of that. Every one of them lived a full life and achieved something great as a hero. Their past must be very precious to them. Fergus, Astolfo, de Eon, Galahad, who entrusted me with his power. They all had their own lives because they became heroes. I'd love to hear more about them someday. Yeah, if you really give it some thought, it makes sense. Of course, the heroic spirits written about in legends and myths will have led to tumultuous lives. And since by definition, their stories were exciting enough to pass on to future generations, there's not a boring one to be found in a bunch. Right, so Fergus, please don't feel as if you have to force yourself to do anything. No matter what else may happen, as long as you remain yourself, you'll become who you're meant to be. Does that mean I'm doomed to become a man obsessed with this desire for woman? That's terrible! No, sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I just meant that you will become a strong, charming warrior. I do take issue with some of your future self's more overtly harassing comments. But you still grow up to be a great man. Almost like everyone's dependable uncle. Huh? Sorry, I'm afraid I mistook the sound for your breathing. Fergus! There's some heavy breathing approaching you now at what appears to be running speed.
Heavy breathing? Could it be a half-naked woman after all?
It's a dog.
Thank goodness. Yes, I'm genuinely glad that's what it turned out to be. Though that's not to say that I'm in favor of letting dogs run around without a leash.
Be careful, it appears to be hungry.
Right. So this is your favorite part. These two trapped servants change into a woman styles costume, huh? You like that? Lenny face.
鋼鉄魔女出撃します。外敵に恩赦は与えません。エリザ粒子展開。エリザ粒子展開。
次はない。お任せ。夢のように片付けよう。
よく粉砕いいでしょう。回避は許しません。デスカッター敵へ捕捉。どうなのどうなのどうなの。
Oh, come on. Really?
エリザ粒子展開。
お任せ。夢のように片付
全兵装
けよう。
6いいでしょう。テイクオフスカートフレアソニックシャワーラン展開ブレストゼロエリゼーベト。
そこだ。
回避は許しません。
Really heavy damage.
効きません。
次はない。ああ、うん。あ、うん。
粉砕します。
け。
回避は許しません。
お任せ。夢のように片付けよう。お望みの。いいとも。
よく見ておくように。
どうかな。
敵へ捕捉。
了解。いいとも。
いいでしょう。
け。どうかな。
デスカッター効きません。
Whew, that was close.
次はない。
Alright. All burst in.
殺戮だ。全種解放。加減はなし。絶望に挑む。
Watch this. It's gonna be freaking crazy for him. Or maybe not.
あったあったあった。
I thought it would.
久しぶりの運動は答えるね。
Phew! Glad that's over with. Well, those things seems to be dogs. Technically, anyway. Perhaps those were some of the dogs Ryder was talking about?
I don't think we're getting off that easy.
By the way, is everything okay there? Everything happened so suddenly that I have trouble imagining you could have kept quiet. To say nothing of how noisy combat usually is. Even in a deserted back alley like this, there's a chance that someone may have... There! I can hear breathing and footsteps again. And they don't belong to an animal this time. Could it be?
Crap! I forgot to feed them! Where could they have gone? Oh man, this is bad. Really bad. When those things get hungry, they go around eating other men. I think I heard something off this way.
So, it was a 40 cloth man. Well, I'm glad it turned out that way, too.
What the? They're dead? Who are you people? Wait, you're not subjects of the Nightless City, are you?
You seem to be
Alone. That's lucky. Were you taken from the surface? We're allied with the resistance that's trying to free the enslaved men. Maybe you heard of them? If you help us, we may be able to rescue the men here in the Nightless City as...
Stop! Stop! Now's not a good time! If I heard you, they might have heard you too. Which means it's only a matter of time until they come looking to see what happened. Oh God, what am I going to do? They're coming! They're coming with the bill hooks and hammers! The merciless executioners will be here soon! Uh-oh.
Okay. More again.
That's something kind of funny about this city, don't you think?
The lights are scattered so haphazardly. Not a thought is given to order. They may shine bright, but their gleam lacks warmth and truth, in stark contrast to the gleam of Versailles. Not that Versailles' gleam was perfectly righteous either. It was designed to pile extravagance upon extravagance, to show that there was no greater place to be found anywhere in the world. But this glow is quite the opposite. It has been expanded endlessly, signifying that it has ambitions well beyond where it is now.
Yeah, it does kind of feel like they've just been piling on lights for the sake of doing it. The lights are so bright you can't even read what the sign says, and there's so many of them that you're never sure where you're supposed to look. And what's with that platform in the middle of the plaza? It has such an imposing presence. It is as flashy as anything else here. I bet I can figure out if I really rack my brain. Oh! I got it! Maybe it's a DJ booth?
I do not know what it is, but I know it is not a DJ booth. Although, why does the sight of that object put my heart so ill at ease?
You know, chaotic at this place is, compared to wise it's surprisingly orderly.
Indeed, it may have something of a squalid luminescence, but it is a far cry of decadence. It almost feels as though it is flourishing, which is rather strange considering how far underground we are.
Oh, these people are kind of weird too. We really don't stand out much, even in these outfits.
Quite. While they do all appear to be largely around the same age, they are otherwise completely dissimilar in almost every respect. And the real surprise.
Okay.
Is that there are men here.
Yeah, it doesn't even seem like a big deal. Like they don't even have any collars or chains on them. I wonder why they don't just run away.
They could be bound by some sort of spell. We'll have to talk to someone in order to find out. However, speaking with one of the women may be dangerous. I think it would be best if we were to find a man who was by himself.
Yeah, but that's easier said than done when it seems like everyone is all company. They're even locking arms around and everything. What's going on? How come things seem so normal and so not normal at the same time?
Wait, there's a group of 2 men and 1 woman over there. That seems odd. Let's follow them.
Are you cold, Master?
I'm fine, thank you.
Here, Master. Use my coat.
Oh my, aren't you sweet?
What do you think you're doing? She said she wasn't cold, you brown noser. Huh, It's not my fault you're too dense to read between the lines.
No fighting. I love you both equally. Mwah! You have a lovely nose and you have beautiful round eyes. You're both special. So no more fighting, okay?
You are too kind, Master. Thank you. You truly are too kind, Master. I'm sorry for how I behaved.
Oh my god.
Ah, come on. You gotta be kidding me with this reverse harem stuff. Look at them just smooching it up in public. Shh! The woman just told the man to wait for her over there while she goes to the bathroom. Now's our chance to get in closer.
Ugh, this sucks. I'm sick of buttering her all the time. You must be sick of it too, right? I don't know how much more of this I can take. I'm going along with this cause I don't want to die. I'm not a subject of this nation, and let's not kid ourselves. That's just her way of calling us pets. I got a wife and kid back on the surface. Come on, she's never left us on our own before. Now's our chance. Let's get out of here. I've even heard there's a group called the Resistance outside the city. If we can just meet up with them.
The Eon! Yes! Now we know how these men truly feel about living here. Let us go talk to them and find out.
Well, say something. Aren't you fed up with... Attention! I wish to make a report! What? This man would disturb the Nightless City's peace. He means to flee the city of harmony and light.
Something's not right here. Astolfo, stop!
Come quick! We have a criminal here! Bring Her Highness Justice down upon him! Stop that! Please don't call them! You got it all wrong! I was just kidding around! Whatever you do, don't call for the torturers! Oh god, what am I going to do? They're coming! They're coming with the machetes and hammers! Those merciless executioners will be here soon!
I'm sorry, what are you talking about? Who are these executioners?
You mean you don't know? I'm talking about the torturers! The Emperor's official torturers who serve as the Nightless City's police force! If you know what's good for you, you'll hurry and make yourself scarce! That's what I'm going to do!
I'm still not sure what he meant, but something is definitely headed your way. Be careful.
Guard dog 17, 18, and 19 confirmed dead. Likely culprits spotted. They do not appear to be kept by any subjects. Rather, they appear to be intruders.
She stinks of blood and guts. In fact, she absolutely reeks of them. And of course, she's a woman. That huge weapon must have been so unwieldy, given her psychic. No, that's not the issue. This bloody stench isn't that of a warrior fresh off the battlefield. It really does bring to mind the executioner. This woman has almost certainly spilt the blood of others far beyond what could be deemed necessary.
Rejoice. Her Highness is most lenient. Intruders though you may be, she will still grant you a chance to swear fealty. Now choose. Will you swear fealty after your judgment, or before?
If I say before, can we skip the judgment of a part?
No. Judgment is Her Highness' strictest law. None can avoid it. The penalty for killing a guard dog is the amputation of your forelimbs, so that they may be fed to the other guard dogs. It is a perfectly just and ecological solution, as one would expect from Her Highness.
This woman doesn't look so inclined to be lenient about amputating our arms and legs. She is clearly as frightful as bloody stench implies. I cannot help but hate and pity her. I feel like women should be more, free, whether they're fighters or not. Take Dahat. She may have been evil, but she was proud of who she was. But you're not proud of anything. All I sense from you is self-domination. All I sense from you is self-admonition. As for that weapon of yours, You were never meant to out your so-called judgment on Silkfrost. I may be young and inexperienced, but I will still protect him with every fiber of my being. Furthermore, even in death, I will never swear fealty to that assassin. After all,
He only goes for well-rounded women.
do you have to say things like that when I'm trying to steel myself a battle? So, you refuse to swear fealty to Highness? Your punishment shall now be far more severe.
Okay, granny torturers. And I got a daily login since it's past 8. Thank God for the Eternal Gear for February exchange ticket. I needed that so badly to extension up the materials. Especially extension of my Kato Danzo. Well, not quite there yet, though.
慌てない慌てない。呪文噛むからね。
Okay.
何もなかったわ。何もなかったわ。何もなかったわ。
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
粉砕します。
いい、お望みのままに。
敵へ捕捉。
どうかな。
So you use your exchange ticket with it, huh? Oh, fuck off with the random crits.
何もなかったわ。何もなか
こ
ったわ。
の辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
全兵粉砕いいでしょう。
So you use your exchange ticket thing, or you just lucky enough to happen
Take
to a story
off.
roll?
スカートクレア。ソニックシャワー。ラン展開。ブレストゼロエリジェーベト。回避は許しません。エリチャーンドリル。
Oh, Lalter, huh? Very nice.
次はない。ああ、了解。
よく見ておくように。
そこだ。
回避は許しません。
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。了解。
粉砕します。
そこだ。
敵へ捕捉。
Oh shit. Fuck, man. I forgot.
次はない。王の話をするとしよう。ああ。
よく見ておくように。
Son of a bitch.
星の内海、物見のウテナ、楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいるガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
回避は許しません。
Yeah, that's only in a defense buff removal. That's for sure.
小島。殺戮だ。
よく見ておくように。
全種解放。 加減はなし絶望に挑むフリーデムあったあったあった久しぶりの運動は応えるね
Damn, these atrocious officer, the torturers, what you call that, is just worse. First removing of a defense buffs before dealing heavy damage, that's just great. Especially I almost got fucked up by that. And a cool altar. Because you literally could almost get killed.
You actually beat the torturer? You guys are amazing!
That's Celtic Hero muscle power for you, my sir.
Woo! Thank you, but all I did was defend against him. We could never have defeated them without Sopra's quick thinking and unerring orders.
Sorry for hiding out on my own back there, but we're terrified of the torturers. We could never hope to stand against them. Not after seeing one of their shows.
Their shows? Senpai, this is a good chance to talk to one of the city's inhabitants and learn more about what's going on here.
Ah! Who said that?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm on your side. Just think of me as a talking version of that cute fluffy animal over there. Huh?
You lot sure can use some weird spells. Anyway, I'm just grateful you all defeated her. If you hadn't, I'd had been killed for letting dogs I was in charge of get away like that. After what you did for me, I'll help you out in any way I can.
Wow, this is a real stroke of luck. Having someone who can provide us with information show up like this while we were just waiting here. It makes me feel kind of bad about having a Eon and Astolfo disguise themselves to sneak into a town.
So, you have other allies here too? I just hope they haven't run into any torturers themselves. Or that they haven't seen the torturers at work.
I take it you're referring to the show you mentioned earlier? Would you please tell us everything you can about this city, the torturers, and what role they play here?
Of course. First off,
what was that? I've got a bad feeling about this.
Attention, subjects. This man has committed a crime. The crime of plotting an escape from our glittering paradise here in a nightless city. The contemptuous crime of snubbing Her Highness' boundless mercy for her loyal subjects.
This must be some kind of show. So that's what that platform in the plaza is for. A scaffold for public executions. I don't like this. Come now, don't feel bad. You did the right thing.
of course, I'm well aware that crimes must be promptly reported. I simply followed Her Highness' law.
Ah, you're such a good boy. I'll have to give you an extra special reward once we get home.
You are too kind, Master. Damn it, I didn't do anything wrong. I just didn't want to die. If you want to survive in the city, you have to sell out anyone who might drag you down with them. Please, don't do this! I'm begging you! What are you going to do to me?
Your punishment has been determined. I will remove your fingertips.
Oh god.
Is that it? I promise I'll never even think about running away again. So please, spare me.
Next will be the middle of your fingers, then the bases, your palms, your wrist. From there, I will slice your arms into equally sized parts from your wrist up to your elbows.
Oh my god. That is very, very torturing. Holy shit. Wow. That's way too deep.
Then I'll do the same from your elbows to your shoulders. Next, your legs, then your torso.
Your body will be whittled down piece by piece from its extremities until you cease to exist. God, that's scary. This slow shredding of the body is known as lynching. Ugh. It was extremely pragmatic of Her Highness to come up with this as the ultimate punishment. While the fine technique required to perform it makes it a slow method to learn, we torturers are certain it will be regarded as the greatest form of execution known to humankind. Execution? You should be grateful to Her Highness. You have been given the gift of time to repent for your sins. Those who die by the guillotine or the rope are not so lucky. You are truly fortunate, save that you sadly will now have the opportunity to experience Her Highness' other innovative torture methods. I would have liked to see her kneeling torture or tree torture myself. You only weep in regret. You might have had a chance to experience them, but now that your sentence has been determined, I'm afraid we don't have time. Oh God! Oh God! Then let us begin with the first cut. Your fingertips. Oh God! Oh God! Ah! Ugh.
It started! Wow, they just look just like little shrimps. And look how much blood is spraying out too.
Yes, it's really something.
I knew that platform inspired feelings of dread in me, even I wasn't sure why. But now that I've seen this horrific display, I finally understand.
The Eon?
It is scaffold used for executions. It may not have a guillotine, but it serves the same purpose. Once, long ago, I failed to prevent such an execution. When the guillotine was soaking France's streets in blood, I was not there. I was not able to return. And so, I cannot help but think, if only I had been there. Had I been there, sworn in hand, at the scaffold while Marie awaited her death, at Santon's hands, perhaps I could have made a difference. Yet here I am now. And once again, I am unable to act.
Hey, the Eon, you don't have to overthink this. The important thing is that we're servants now.
I know that. We are currently heroic spirits. Ghosts from the past. I know that it is pointless to think of what could have been.
No. That's not what I mean at all. I mean that we're master servants. We're acting directly on his behalf, remember? So all we gotta ask ourselves is, what would master do?
But we have a role to fulfill. An important one.
I know, and seeing this guy probably won't help us fulfill it. But oh well. I think we give it a go. And if it all goes really bad, we'll both say we're sorry, okay?
You are a great fool, Astolfo. You really are.
Hey, everyone's always saying, Astolfo, stop leaving your brain at home. But I never do that, honest.
I can see what they mean, dressed as you are now. Then again, I suppose I'm in no position to speak. Perhaps that's why I'm compelled to do this. There is a crowd of people here. We must end this quickly.
Okay, I'll try. Ow, she's harder than she looks.
It seems we have attracted reinforcements. This is not good.
Who are you? Interfering with an execution order by Her Highness is a clear act of treason. The penalty for treason is death. You two will be executed after this criminal.
Even though may not know my name, if you must call me anything, call me Sailor Paladin. Friend of justice and kicker butts. And this is...
I have to do this too? In for a penny, in for a pound. I am made knight,
friend of justice and defender of the innocent.
What? Come on. Get all that, Mash? Let's show it to Marie.
What? Don't you dare! That would be a clear breach of my portrait rights. Wait, what are you doing here, anyway, Master? And you, Fergus. We heard an ominous sound and thought we should come take a look, just in case. I'm glad we're not too late. Anyway, this is horrible. Just horrible!
There, you have been added to the list of today's executions. Once you are all dead, the name Sailor Paladin and Mage Knight will forever be engraved in the history of the Nightless City.
Just to be quite clear, those are not our real names.
Okay. It kind of reminds me, like, when she said Order 17 to 19, I thought it kind of reminds me of one of those Star Wars, like, Palpatine saying to the all of her troops saying, execute Order 66.
出撃します。エリザ粒子展開。何もなかったわ。
この
何も
辺り
なかっ
いじった
たわ。
方がいいんじゃないか。次は
粉砕し
ない。
ます。回避は許しません。しません。
Oh, fuck.
次はない。どうかな。次はない。この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。殺戮だ。
よく見ておくように。
全種解放、加減はなし。絶望に挑む。
Better charge up your phone.
回避は許しません。
Will you be back, or are you going to be using a desktop version instead of phone? Oh, okay, never mind then. That's fine.
お望みのどうかな。
Damn, Merlin, got some pretty good crits right there. Damn it! Fuck!
王の話をす
よくい
るとしよう。
いでしょう。
星の宇宙に物見の打てば楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいいガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
回避は許しません。敵へ補足。
Fucking hate it, man.
小島です。
エリザ粒子展開。さあ、よく見ておくように。
No shit, it is, man. Would have been better if it would be target
ス
murder.
カートフレア。ソニックシャワー。ラン展開。グレストゼロエリジェーベト。
そこだ。
管理する。エリザ粒子展開。
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
よくいいでしょう。敵へ補足。エリチャードリル。
Oh my god, come on.
しょう。回避は許しません。
Done.
制圧終了です。ふん、焼け野原にされなかっただけ。
Right,
幸運
Nintendo
と思いな
Switch,
さ
huh? Very nice. Whoa, how was that game for Luigi's Mansion 3? Pretty good. I just brought the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on Nintendo Switch for Boxing Day sale. For a physical copy I got.
Oh, oh! I'm searching for a new place to hide as we speak. For the moment, please keep running and don't stop. I'm glad we managed to beat them, but they were weirdly, tanky. I realized something after fighting them. Remember those citizens? Subjects that they were gathered around? I believe they and the torturers are fundamentally the same thing.
What do you mean?
It's just my impression. But I got an identical feeling from the torturers we defeated as I did from the subjects. The only true difference was their weaponry. Essentially, I believe that those serving as torturers are chosen from among the women here. Maybe that means this whole city could be a threat. Kinda like Wise. Anyway, at least we managed to rescue this guy from being executed. Now we just need to find somewhere safe and catch our breath.
Right. Oh, the Wii U version, huh? I don't understand how these people like saying that Wii U version was like shittier than the Nintendo Switch. Like, was it the graphics or the controls of itself? I'm not entirely sure what happened. Hi, next one. Fuck. It's gonna be worse than I thought. I need to get something better. Probably this one. Berserker El Dorado. Using my main support account. Because, you know, the best.
Okay, I don't see any enemies nearby. I think we're good for now. I'm so sorry for all this trouble.
Don't worry, I'm not mad.
Anyway, a lot has happened since we came here, but thanks to you two, we did manage to learn more about this city. In fact, given what things are like here, something like this may have been unavoidable. I agree. Now we know about the torturers, the subjects, and what life is like for men here. Things may be different from how they were in Wise, but men are still treated as lesser beings here. They are controlled by an incredibly severe set of laws, and offenders are subject to extremely harsh penalties enacted by the torturers. It's horrible. It's just as terrifying here as it was in the last city. I might never have believed just how terrifying it was if I hadn't seen it for myself.
I don't blame you. There are no words to describe just how awful the torturers are.
Oh hey, so who's this guy anyway? This man agreed to help us after we ended up saving him. He says he can no longer return to their society.
You people really are incredible. I still can't believe you stopped a torturer's execution and brought that guy back with you. He's missing a hand, and he's lost a lot of blood. We can try to staunch the bleeding, but I don't know if you'll even last a night.
I'm not sure that matters. Security's super tight, so it won't be easy for us to leave. Plus, we can't keep Ryder and the Resistance waiting outside for us forever.
You're right. We need to settle this today.
Indeed. We must defeat the Empress and free this entire city. So, I will ask you, can you tell us where we can find the assassin who rules the Nightless City? You've been living in the city for some time now, right? You must have some idea where she could be.
I'm afraid not. Men are the lowest rung of society here. We're no more than laborers for the woman. The only reason you see us walking side by side is because the women have permitted it. If I'm being perfectly honest, we are just slaves.
Slaves?
As long as we obey the law, men and women are on equal footing here, at least on paper. But basic human rights, things like free speech and such, all belong to women. In the court, two opposing men can expect fair trial, but if it's a man and a woman,
the law almost always sides with the woman. We have no real freedoms. What we eat, when we sleep, our lives are regulated. Naturally, we don't get to choose where we go or what we see either. So I really have no idea where the Empress could be.
At this point, we'll even settle for rumors.
Rumors, huh? In that case, well, I don't know if there's anything to it, but I've heard that there's some sort of underground facility here. But of course, no one, not even proper subjects, can just walk in. You have to be a torturer or higher to even have a hope of that.
An underground facility exclusively for big shots. Sounds pretty perfect for a villain's hideout.
How would one go about entering this place? Where is it located?
I told you, it's just a rumor. I have no idea how much of it is true, if anything. That said, I do remember a guy telling me how a torturer suddenly showed up out of nowhere right in front of him. He thought he was gonna die. She wasn't just walking around about either. He said that one moment she wasn't there, and the next she was. So if that place exists, there might be a secret underground entrance to it near where that happened.
Then that's our only lead.
Did he tell you where this happened? If not, can you take us to this guy?
As luck would have it, he really did die after he got reported for something else. What a sick joke. Still, I do have an idea of where it was. It's a place you're all familiar with too.
Huh?
It's behind the plaza with the execution scaffold you all just left.
Ah, yes.
It's very quiet here now. Maybe that's because it's almost morning? Huh? I would have thought the city would still be up in arms looking for us. Guess not. If we knew things have quieted down this much, maybe we could have escaped after all.
Maybe, but that wouldn't do us any good. I believe this was the correct choice. For that matter, things may have quieted down here because they thought we had escaped and are concentrating their search outside accordingly. I too believe this was a correct choice.
So what do we do now?
Do we wait around here for the torturers to come out? Or take the risk of looking around ourselves?
There's no telling when they might come out.
Okay, he said it was behind the scaffold, right? Gotta be quiet now. You know, I am pretty sure I've said it before, but this place sucks for covert ops. There's so much light, it's impossible to sneak through the shadow. Is it just me, or is it getting even brighter around here?
Oh no, it's a trap! Welcome to my castle. Oh yes, Hongyang. On second thought, I'm already tired of that name. From now on, I'll call you Shiko or Wet Dog, since you evidently love to slink through shadows. That's the assassin of the Nightless City.
Oh no, look around the plaza.
All surrounded by torturers. Great.
It's an ambush. We're completely surrounded. But how did they know where we...
Don't blame me for this. If you had a chance to report someone, you take it, get rewarded, and raise your status as a citizen. That's what you have to do to survive in here. We don't have a choice. I mean, do you guys really believe you have a chance of bringing down the Nightless City? Cause I sure as hell don't. Once I heard you have other allies here with you, I thought I'd get a better reward if I sold you all out together. So I've just been biding my time.
I see. Now I finally understand what Ryder meant. This city truly is home to nothing but dogs. Dogs are the traditional symbol of bravery for the Ulster clan. But these are something else entirely.
Hey, you'll let me serve a high-class subject now, right? I'll be guaranteed a safer life than I had before right now, right?
Indeed, you did well to inform us of our guest. You will receive your reward as promised.
That's great!
However, your manner toward your Empress is quite insolent, and you clearly lack dignity. Take him away. Let's see now. 20 lashes up
to improve his poor attitude. And some hot water torture to boil off one of his two faces while you're at it. Go on, be off with you.
No! Please! Ah!
Ah, you fucked up.
Now then, it would be unbecoming not to show my guests a proper welcome. As such, you are all invited to join me at my castle.
So you'll let us into your underground facility?
Ho ho! An underground facility, eh? I suppose that is entirely inaccurate. But no, I simply keep it buried underground as a matter of course. It would cause my subjects no end of emotional turmoil if I were to constantly grace them with my noble presence. After all, it is the mark of a truly excellent ruler to erase all trace of herself, so as not to overwhelm her subjects. So I, of course, am no exception. However, now that we have guests to welcome, it won't do to have the Knight of the City's true form heading away like this. Behold! What's that, tactician? That would be both dangerous and pointless, you say? You fool! The point is to shock the living daylights out of them! They shall be so agape, their eyes might well pop right out of their heads. I have to see that for myself. Now, let us ignore my silly tactician's advice and try this again. Behold, the Nightless City's true form!
An earthquake! No! There is something else!
The scaffold is cracking open. Something enormous is rising up out of the ground. I can't believe it!
Ah, yes. Giant pagoda.
It's a castle! It's even brighter than the rest of the city combined! Who thought that was a good idea?
This is the heart of the Nightless City, its brightest shining star. I call it Yao Guang Hall, or the Hall of Divine Light. A perfectly fitting name. To be perfectly honest, I've been waiting for someone with spirit to show up, so that I could finally show it off. I can't make use of the mechanism I have to put in place to make it appear like this on a whim, after all. Now then, I shall have a feast prepared in your honor while I wait you in my castle. Feel free to frolic with my attendants as you make your way here. Attendants? Oh crap, she must mean all the torturers coming out an entrance. So we have torturers guarding the gate before us, and torturers surrounding us torturers surrounding our escape route behind us. What would you have us do, master?
We can't give up now. I say forward!
Agreed. I believe Ryder would say the same if he were here. I'm glad to hear that. It's part of my guise to never turn down an invitation to a feast. Now that the assassin had invited us to one, I was prepared to go all by myself if you have declined.
She invited all of us after all.
Woo! Right, let's go, master. The assassin is almost in reach.
私に頼るのね。いいでしょう。任せなさい。立っていられるか。何もなかったわ。何手伝うの。気にしないで。
お任せ。夢のように片付けよう。いいとも。
This is gonna be worse battle than I thought.
それ。柄ではないんだけどね。
Okay. Whoa.
What the fuck?
よく見ておく。粉砕します。潰す。
How the hell you got 100% crits?
回避
Mecha Ellie.
許しません。砕け。 よく見ておくように。いいでしょう。
いいとも。ん
回避は許しません。
どうかな。
Nope. You can't target me, fucker.
何もなかったわ。何もなかったわ。立っていられるか。
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
Okay.
粉砕します。
Shit, man. I'm trying to figure out because there's 3 of them. If one of them gets like debuff removal, like a defense buff removal, I should say.
さあ、サーチライトを当てな。粉砕します。
Let's try that one.
回避は許しません。テイクオフ。スカートフレア。ソニックシャワー。ラン展開。ブレストゼロ。エリジェーベト。敵へ補足。
Oh, I got it.
どうなのどうなのどうなの。
That's safe.
いいです。よく見ておくように。回避は許しません。砕け。
Okay, fuck.
王の話をするとしよう。
迷うな。
星の内海、物見のウテナ、楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいるガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
潰れて死ね。風よ。
Damn.
手伝うもん。気にしないで。
お任せ。夢のように片付けよう。いいとも。
いいでしょう。
どうかな。
敵へ補足。
Dude, this toy sucks, man.
立っていられるか。エリザ粒子展開。
I don't know if I can beat that fucker out.
よく粉砕します。よく見ておくように。
それ。
回避は許しません。
Oh my god, I did it! Calculated.
あったあったあった。久しぶりの運動は答えるね。
Oh my god. Oh. Yes, I did. IQ 200, man. Which bosses? You mean the demon god Phoenix thing? It's coming up soon? Oh boy, this part. Okay, oh, we'll pick this one. And I probably have to change this outfit.
These must be your personal chambers.
Oh my god, what's with your clothing?
Indeed. How good of you to come. She go. Confirm. That's the assassin of the Nightless City. But who's that next to her? Another servant reading. Be careful, master. Oh yes, I suppose you wouldn't have met yet, would you? Very well, you may introduce yourself. Alright, I'm a caster servant. I serve as a tactician here at the Nightless City. Another woman, but she seems so uncomfortable. And her eyes, they're so sad. It's as though she's scared of everything. Oh, a tactician. And here I thought you were the type to lead a nation a touch more whimsically. Don't be ridiculous. The best rulers are those who know how to make use of their subjects. I take great pride in my choice of adjutants. Skilled underlings deserve to be valued, to be given the sort of work that suits those skills. I am an unrivaled judge of talent. I would go so far as to say that not even a great Qin Shi Huang or my ancestor, Liu Bang, can surpass me. Case in point, it was all thanks to Caster's clever planning that I was so easily able to drown those filthy rats in wise.
Dahat said something about you betraying her.
I'm afraid it's true. I did once serve wise. But if I had stayed there, well, I didn't want to die. So, Dahat pursued hedonistic pleasure to its absolute extreme. She never planned for the future, but always chose to live purely for the moment. Caster tried to warn her over and over, but that lust-crazed wretch refused to listen. In time, she realized that Wise would one day come to an ignominious end, and decided to come work for me. And I am truly grateful for your compassion, your highness. Speaking of which, what do you think of my Nightless City? It's not even at all like that pitiful pile of planks that used to be Wise, right?
Honestly, they're both pretty horrible. Fucking horrible.
Indeed. I know you said as what?
Oh my god, that kind of reminds me of one of those memes. Like this. Oh hey, I was about to go to bed. I know we couldn't Skype tonight, but that's alright. Good night, girl. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wow, she just fell off. Right her throne and face planted it. Just like in my cartoons. Oh, she should have popped right back up there and out. Absurd! You must be lying to me. That there's no other reason you would say such a thing. You couldn't possibly fail to see its splendor after witnessing it firsthand. I cannot believe otherwise. Whatever your original purpose in coming here, you should have seen enough of my city even before I granted you an audience to recognize its brilliance. If anything, I was certain you would arrive, prostrate yourself before me, and beg me to let you live in my glorious city. Don't you agree, tactician? Yes, of course. I couldn't agree more. I can see she's doing her best to avert her eyes. Hey, we're the ones who can't believe what we're hearing. How could you be proud of this glowing mess? You need to ask. The answer is blindingly obvious. This city is light itself. Where there is light, there is justice. That this city is overwhelmingly just. In fact, it is a city of nothing but justice. That is utterly absurd. You have torture openly displayed. The men your woman keep are terrified of it, and rightly so. People rat each other out left and right. Nobody can trust anyone else, let alone speak their minds freely. Well, of course, I strongly encourage my subjects to report any transgressions they witness after all. What? If anything, I would distrust the ones who don't. Evil should not be hidden. Crime should not be covered up. They should say something the moment they so much as sense wrongdoing afoot. That way, my loyal torturers can take over and compel the offender to come clean.
There's so much wrong with that. I don't even know where to start, just off the top of my head. What about false accusations or misunderstandings? A system like that would surely incentivize people to falsify reports in order to kick others down. Never! That sort of thing only happens in other, lesser nations. In a truly just nation, one that holds itself to the highest standard, there can be no mistakes and certainly no false accusations. Nor any who would misuse the reporting system for their own ends. Such things would simply never happen.
Well, they sure as hell exist here.
The Nightwish City is still young. As such, some growing pains are to be expected. But as my methods spread and take root, this city will quickly grow closer to the ideal. Nonetheless, with all of that said, even you cannot deny that my city is far more peaceful and orderly than Wise or El Dorado. Surely you saw for yourself how brightly it glitters. That is all the proof you could need to know that my reign is good and proper. Under my rule, evil will die out, the strong will assume responsibility and flourish, and the weak will serve as the foundation. What could possibly be wrong with that? Even a child could see the simple truth of this path. In one sense, she's right. That would be a strong manner in which to lead a country. But here, I'll spell it out for you. In a nation where everyone holds themselves to the highest standards, reporting wrongdoing is the perfect approach. With all of my subjects vigilant, there will be no tolerance for evil of any kind, no matter how small. Eventually, that approach will lead to the end of evil entirely. And so the goal of proper conduct is precisely what will set people on the correct path. I don't know if there's the best way to say this, but you're wrong. You're just wrong. Even if that make evil disappear, and no more crimes ever took place in that nation anymore. I can't imagine the people who live there could ever smile.
I agree. That's not true peace at all.
Grr. I don't know who that voice belongs to, but she was clearly dissing me. How dare you? None of you have even the slightest self-control. And it's not just you. All of humanity is like that. You all need to learn to endure the most arduous hardships, to work hard, and study with diligence. As long as one builds character like that, evil will never take root in their minds. In time, there will no longer be a need for transgressions to be reported. And yet, you dare to criticize my rule, and in my presence. Caster, what is the punishment for this heinous crime? I don't think we have a punishment for this particular crime. But if we add this to the bothering me for no specific reason category, then the punishment would be for your highness to torture them yourself, and then life in prison. Yes, that would do. Very well then, I shall first torture you myself, then you can begin your new life rotting in my dungeon. However, since I am nothing if not merciful, I shall call in my best torturers, those who can compel anyone to speak the truth. In effect, I shall make it easier for you to repent and confess your true feelings. Namely, I beg your forgiveness. Your night in the city is actually super awesome. I was just so shy I could have come out and said that before. Not that that will lessen the severity of your sentence, of course. I'm afraid that not even the nation's ruler can bend its laws once she has made them. Caston, you will assist me. Well, If these people are truly foolish enough to fail to understand the rationalness of my path, they will have come here with the goal of destroying this city. If they succeed, you will not escape unscathed. Then it seems I have no choice. I don't want to die, so I will fight. Great! A whole bunch of those torturers again. We may still have many interlopers to deal with, but we are also finally within reach of our goal. We cannot let this chance go to waste. You're up against an assassin and a caster. We still don't know their true names, so please, be careful.
Yes.
終わらせよう。迅速にな。
エリザ粒子展開。
次はない。次はない。
Ah, shit. Oh, I
エ
keep
リザ
getting.
粒子展開。
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。いいとも。んふん。柄ではないんだけどね。
Fuck. Oh wait, that's fine.
いいでしょう。よく見ておくように。回避は許しません。
そこだ。
回避は許しません。
Yes, I gotta take out the assassin of Nightless City because she has MP charge. While the caster version does not.
よく見ておくように。
ああ。
敵へ捕捉。山場です。
Oh yeah, taunt's still on with Merlin.
手をかけさせるの。エリザ粒子展開。
お任せ。夢のように片付
Shit, I don't have it. Fuck. Oh well.
全兵装
殺戮
ロッ
だ。王の
ク解除。
話をするとしよう。
テイクオフスカートクレア。ソニックシャワーラン展開。ブレストゼロエリジェーベト。
全種解放。加減はなし。絶望に挑む。コインヘム。
Ah, so close to die for her. Damn.
星の宇宙に物見のうてか楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいいガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
山場です。
Ooh, take it easy, okay?
よく見ておくように。粉砕します。敵へ捕捉。回避は許しません。
Now she doesn't have MP charge. Oh
入れまし
shit.
ょう。山場です。
What?
お望みの
粉
ままに。
砕します。
That Mecha Ellie chance does not affect with that?
デスカッター。待ってください。
Okay.
山場です。ご存知のはず。
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。おじま
さあ、サーチライトを当ててよく見ておくように。
So Mecha Ellie chance not being affected by
気
charm?
に入ったわ。あなたは念入りにめちゃくちゃにしてあげる。泣いて許しをこいなさい。ブレストゼロエリゼーベト。
星の宇宙に物見のうてか楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいいガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
回避は許しません。山場です。寝てしまっても構いませんよ。手伝うも気にしないで。手伝うも気にしないで。いいでしょう。よく見ておくように。 回避は許しません。デスカッター敵へ捕捉。どうなのどうなのどうなの。このように聞きません。ご存知のはず。
おじま殺
さあ
戮だ。
粉砕します。
残らず全種解放、加減はなしだ。絶望に挑むゴイヘム。
やめてください。
眠れ永遠に。
Well, that was not so bad for that battle after all. But next one's gonna be worse. HP bar, quick points. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get something to drink anyway. I'm thirsty. 1 sec. I'll be right back. succeed anyway. I'm out of AP, but not to worry. I have a lot of golden apple. And we still have to continue more fighting. Oh shit, more atrocious officer. Well, I guess I'm gonna need something new planned for that. No. Merlin, please. Okay, I'm trying to think. I would bring Giorgio as a taunter. Who else was there? That's David. Well, I would bring Tamama. I don't think it's not possible. Oh, it is possible. Okay. I'll just bring it like this way. Yeah. Yeah, that should be fine for that. And then once that assassin of Night the City is defeated, then I'll bring Giorgio in, being as a taunter. Here we go.
You're quite good. More's the pity, really. Why do you not understand? There's nothing wrong with my system reporting. As long as people can hold themselves to a high standard, they can conduct themselves properly. Of course, they must put in the effort to do so. Namely, the effort to uphold my laws to suppress their base desires. I understand that by virtue of being human, one will inevitably have desires. The desire to sleep when one wants, to eat what one wants, to be lazy, to even commit crimes. But it is only the suppression of those desires that will allow for a true and just nation to be born. In that sense, those fool and wise were the polar opposite, since they explicitly sought out the pleasures that come from pure indulgence. And thus, their destruction was assured. But not me, not the Nightless City. Though some may remain here who cannot control their desires, they will be weeded out in due time. If one can apply oneself in a focused, dedicated manner, one is certain to walk a moral and just path. Why can you not understand that? More people and just a nation, huh? So far as you can tell, this nation is a den of torture and cruelty. I wonder if it only seems like justice to you because of how above it all you hold yourself. The more I learn about ruling nations, the harder it appears to... What the... Stay alive! Some torture still remain. See, that is how I once obtained something I wished for myself. I swear I would claim it, and work hard to make my goal a reality. In essence, the moment I made my decision was also the moment in which I acquired the treasure I have been seeking my entire life. Indeed, that may be why I find myself in this form right now. Treasure, huh? I got a buttload of that when I was alive, you know. 'Cause I end up lending it out or giving most of it away. What kind of treasure did you get? Do you wish to know? Your Highness, I don't think it's a good idea to... I take it that treasure was a country of your very own, Empress Regnan? Oh-ho! It seems you have finally arrived at my name. I have had many titles, of course, but I am particularly fond of that one. You have good taste.
Empress Regnant. Seriously.
What do you mean, seriously? That is a pretty damn cool title. I won't hear a word claiming otherwise. Sorry for my absence. I've been focusing on analyzing the data, and I finally got an answer. Granted, she's been giving us plenty of hints from the beginning, but her childish appearance didn't quite line up with everything. But now that you fought her directly, we have much more accurate data to work with, and I'm certain of my conclusion beyond any doubt. Encouraging citizens to spy and report on one another, employing brutes known as torturers to go around, hurting people and drag out undesired truths. And this Yao Guang Hall, the heart of the Nightless City. While it may not have been quite as flashy as this incarnation, this servant is still reported to have lived in a building of the same name. In other words, all of these are things she used while she was still alive. She's known as an empress here, right? That's not because she's the ruler of the city. It's because she really was an empress. What's more, she was the only empress in all of history to ever rule over China. A Chinese empress. She began her rise as a concubine to Emperor Taizong of the Tang dynasty, and later married her son Gaozong following Taizong's death. She assassinated her rivals, steadily gained power, and eventually claimed the entire country as her own. She commanded her subjects to address her as Dowager, Empress Dowager, and later Empress Regnant. If we believe her most popular name to be her true name, we have two to choose from. Zetian Wu Hao or Wu Zetian. Oh, ha 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 ha! Well done, you're absolutely right. Oh no, now they know her true name. What? You're telling me that's a real empress? Who are you referring to as that, you little peach hair hussy?
Pussy?
You know, I didn't like the look of you from the start. Well, no matter, I can deal with you later. Now then, since you know I am indeed a true empress, let me ask you, does that change your mind? There is no other city that shines as brightly as mine. With proper effort, all can lead a good life. If you swear to become my subjects, I may even change my mind about imprisoning you for life. Bah! Pass! This city may not look as horrid-bad or rowdy as Wise, at least on the surface, but... Indeed, it only looks that way, and then only because its harsh lights prevent one from seeing it clearly. At its core, it is just as twisted and rotten as Wise. You can talk about your city's justice and propriety all you like, but in the end, you can't hide the fact that it is fundamentally lacking in both. As Mash said earlier, it is the one clear truth of this place.
A city where no one's mouth can never be just.
Well said, Master. Of that much, I'm absolutely certain. What fools you are! Such a pity. Clearly, both I and my city are simply too bright for rabblers such as you. In that case, I won't force you to look. You may avert your gaze and remain in the dark. There is nothing more to do now, as there's no greater crime than refusing one's punishment. Now that it has come to this, your execution shall be carried out in a grand and ostentatious manner. Tactician, call my expectant subjects. Yes, your highness. In the name of Wu, I command you to be born.
Oh shit.
There's more of them now? It's just like what happened with the pirates and Wise. Oh, gross. Not again. Do not mistake me for a smug and foolish ruler. I know very well when to make use of others. However, I will say this. Two among you I will throttle with my own hands. That cat with the long fur and a peach-colored hussy with a cattish air about her. Boo! Did you just call me that again? I can't stand cats. I shall cut out all your limbs like myself and stuff you into a bottle for safekeeping. Both being a cat is debatable, but that doesn't matter. I'll never let you do that. Let's beat her, master.
Yes, of course. Almost saying a P word. Almost getting better like a Twitch ban, but almost.
慌てない慌てない。呪文噛むからね。次はないと思
エリザ粒子展開。何もなかったわ。何もなかったわ。
う。お任せ。夢のように片付けよう。
Much better.
ああ、了解。
粉砕します。
け
敵へ捕捉。
Okay, good.
よく見ておくようにいいでしょう。回避は許しません。
そうです。
回避は許しません。
ああ、
いいでしょう。粉砕しますよ。粉砕します。回避は許しません。デスカッター。回避は許しません。エリチャードリル。
ああ、
お望みの
了
ままに。
解。
ふん。
Off to the finishing blow. Now we're facing against that servants again, but they have HP bar breakpoint.
おじま。
お任せ。夢のように片付
殺戮だ。
けよう。王の話をするとしよう。
全種解放、加減はなしだ。絶望に挑む。トリヘム。
星の宇宙に物見のウテナ、楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいるガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
け
Ooh, so close.
ご存知のはず。手をかけさせるの。
Really? Is that all you do?
何もなかったわ。何もな
この
かったわ。
辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。お任せ。夢のように片付けよう。
ああ、
Does she will clear her debuffs? Removes all her buffs and gains 4 MP charge. Oh, well, I mean, obviously.
ああ、そこだ。もはやメガネは必要は
手をかけさせるの。
Come on, bring it on.
わらわの摂理のお試し体験キャンペーンじゃ。遠慮なく詳細してくれてよいのか。
乱暴だな君は。
ご存知のはず。喜べ。エリザ粒子展開。手伝うの。気にしないで。全兵装ロック解除。いいでしょう。
了解。
よく見ておくように。テイクオフ。スカートフレア。ソニックシャワー。ラン展開。ブレストゼロ。エリゼーベト。回避許しません。入れましょうか。山場です。
お望
よく見てお
みのままに。
くように。
そうれ。
敵へ補足。ご存知のはず。しません。
Okay, thank you for that. Appreciate it.
了解。
いいでしょう。
そこだ。
回避は許しません。山場です。山場です。
次はない。
Ah, shit, I wasted it. Oh well. I thought it was like one off.
王の話をするとしよ
全兵
う。
装
王の話をするとしよ
粉砕します。テイクオフスカートフレアソニックシャワーラン展開ブレストゼロエリジェーベト。
う。星の内海物見のウテナ楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいいガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
回避は許しません。やめてくださ
Oh, I should get one division for one turn.
い。入れましょうか。ご存知のはず。ご存知のは
次は
ず。よく粉砕します。回避は許しません。デスカッター敵へ補足。どうなのどうなのどうなの。
Oh, yeah, for sure. Uh-oh.
構いません。
Of
ご
course.
存知のはず。しません。エリザ粒子展開。いい粉砕します。回避は許しません。敵へ補足。このように来ません来ません。エリザ粒子展開。
お任せ。夢のように片付けよう。
おじ
全兵装
殺戮
ロッ
だ。
ク解除。
残らず。
よく見ておくように。
Yeah, I sure does. Because of the charm ability.
テイクオフスカートフレアソニックシャワーラン展開ブレストゼロエリジェーベト。
全種解放。加減はなし。絶望に挑む。
Done and done.
やめてください。
あったあったあった。久しぶりの運動は応えるね。
Alright.
Do you see anything yet, Ryder? If you like, I'd be happy to take over the telescope for you and... never mind.
That flashy castle that showed up out of nowhere must be the Sanson Slayer. Nothing of significance seems to have happened except that. That was some time ago, too. And still no smoke signals. I guess they must be fighting her inside there as we speak.
Do you think they can win?
They better, or else we'll have to come out all this way for nothing. Anyway, it's up to them now. All we can do is make sure we're ready to go in whatever we... What is it?
We just got an urgent report back from the scouts, sir.
What did they say?
Well, from the west side of Nightless City.
You're kidding me. Of all the times.
Ryder, I've got some bad news.
I know. I've already heard the report.
No, not that. There. Don't you hear it?
Oh no. Who could it be?
Oh, come on. Now we have to deal with that too? Damn it, how unlucky can we get? I wonder whose bad luck it is. Mine or theirs?
What do we do now, Ryder?
You need to ask. We get ready to head in there the moment we see the signal. Now hurry!
No battle.
You did it! No, she hasn't fallen yet. Tell me, do you know why I'm an empress? Was I born to it? No, absolutely not. I was an ordinary girl, daughter of a lowly government official. After my father died, and my relatives took me in, they would beat me merely to pass the time. There was but one reason why I rose from such lowly origins to sit atop all of China. Because I wished to set my heart on it and work towards it. I studied books of martial arts. I learned the way of charm and allure. I cast off everything I didn't need and polished what I did to its utmost. I worked day and night, foregoing leisure and rest. I trained myself to ignore my relatives' distractions. And even once my beauty was recognized and I was admitted into the Emperor's palace, I didn't stop. I killed the Emperor's wife, his concubines, so many others I quickly lost count. I used poison, cunning, power, everything at my disposal to kill all who stood in my way. Indeed, I rose through pure dedication, as it was the sole method that let me achieve my goals. And so I gained all of my China as my prize, and I did so entirely on my own. This power she's giving off is immense, even after we have her cornered. So this is the strength of a true king. The spirit of one who ruled over a vast land and left her mark on history. Oh man, this is just like when Charlemagne gets all mad about something. I don't think we can touch her.
I won't deny that you work incredibly hard.
Scratch that! Way to go, master!
But a nation without smiles is an empty thing.
I am told that I was a baby, and my prophesied that I would one day ascend to the highest domain. When I learned about this, I was furious at him for sticking his nose into my affairs. It was not providence that brought me to the top. I would never permit something like that to interfere with my endeavors. I stand here now on my own 2 feet. As such, I am the only one who decides when those feet will move. There is no one else who'd help me get here. No others who are responsible for my success. There was no sage admonition, no fool's blade, no impassioned entreaty pushing me upward. Thus, not even the heavens themselves can force me to kneel in defeat. Her spirit urging reading is in tatters and looks as though it could disappear at any moment. And yet, her presence is still so strong.
Crap! He's charging straight in there. This isn't going to be pretty. Oof.
What the? Holy sh! What just crashed through the ceiling? Look!
Almost saying, holy shit. Oh no. It's Alpha Heracles. Alpha Heracles.
Spirit urgent pattern match confirmed. I still can't believe it. That's one of the servants who went missing from Chaldea. Heracles, the legendary Greek hero. That one struck obliterated Ruzettian Spirit Urgent.
Heracles,
No, wait.
Something's wrong. He's huge.
You're right. Our records indicate he should be about 253 centimeter, just over 8 feet tall. But he's clearly far bigger than that.
At least he's saying that. Wow!
Ooh.
I think he tried to attack me. He just smooshed that torture like a spiky pancake. He's huge and hugely strong. But how are you so fast?
So he's just attacking everything in sight? Are you going to face him, Master? I'm afraid that fighting such a ferocious monster will only end in some or all of us dying. If you wish to fight him nonetheless, I will go alone. I may not be able to beat him, but I should at least be able to stall him for a few minutes.
Wait, you must fight him. No matter how strong your defense, a single strike will still end you.
Caster, what do you mean by that? Do you know what's going on here? Why is Heriko so enormous?
Please, shut your swords. I have no wish to fight. I surrender. That man is a rogue servant who appeared here in this underground world some time ago. He is a berserker in every sense of the word. He comes and goes at the moment's notice, leaving nothing but destruction in his wake. He is more like a natural disaster than a person. He has no conscious mind, and of course, he cannot be reasoned with. He is destruction incarnate.
Wait, was that what Ryder was warning us about before we came here?
That's what he meant. Well, I'm sold. Seeing that makes not believing kinda hard.
I am surprised you answered that so directly. Are you planning something else?
No, I'm not. I just don't want to die now that Suet Wu section is gone. Furthermore, I believe our efforts will be best directed at escape.
Best directed, okay. I can get behind that. We've accomplished our goal of defeating Wu Zetian. It seems she wasn't a demon god pillar either, but at least we managed to free the city. I suggest we get out of here and meet back up with the Resistance in order to discuss our next move.
Good plan. Let's get out of here while that thing is popping torches like bubble wrap. What's going on out here?
The Nightless City subjects and torturers appear to be doing what battle with. Oh, Amazons.
The Amazons? Huh?
The El Dorado forces. Of all the times for them to show up.
This is pure chaos. If we don't find a way out of the city soon, we may end up fighting both forces at once.
Oh, great. Look over there. We got even more enemies. No, wait. That's...
Mr. Positive Thinking himself.
Sorry, we couldn't wait around for the signal any longer. How did it go?
We managed to take down the assassin, Wu Zetian. But now we have two other big problems. The Amazon from El Dorado and a giant berserker wreaking havoc in the building behind us.
Damn it! I was hoping I was mistaken about seeing him go in here. Well, no point in thinking about that now. One of those followers would be bad enough. We can't stay here long with both of them to worry about. There's a hell of a lot more of them than there are of us. If we try to fight them head on, we'll be done for. Resistance, fall back!
Are you sure? After coming all this way?
As long as we can help you all escape, it's worth it. If you are all killed, that could mean the end of the resistance too. But if we escape now, there'll be another chance. There always will be, as long as we don't give up.
Thank you for risking your life to help us, Ryder. I wish I have a medal suitable to award your bravery.
Haha, and I might take you up on that if a medal could fill your belly. Now come on, let's get going.
Wait, don't go near the front gate. That's... yes. The Queen of the Amazons, CEO.
Damn it, of all the rotten luck.
Ah, man. We got berserkers for days here, and the big guy in the castle sounds like he's coming out. This is what they mean when they say between a rock and a hard place. What will you do now?
Here she comes. She's so fast. Don't underestimate me. My sword is sworn to defend and protect. It cannot be broken through brute force alone.
This. I'll kill him. I'll kill him. I'll kill you. She just blew right past us. And right into the castle where Heracles is.
What was that all about?
We can figure that out later. Just thank your lucky stars she didn't come after us. Now come on, let's go.
The nightless city, a city of bright lights where ratting one another out was strongly encouraged. If everyone conducts himself properly, then no mistakes will be made, and peace and order can last forever. Such a nation will grow and flourish. But that isn't right. You can't just erase or suppress human desires entirely. If anything, I think it's those desires that make life worth living. If the masses of people suppress their desires, the country may well prosper, and the higher class subjects may well live happily. I don't know if Wu Sechian was aware of how the one woman here lived their lives. But for them, this nation was a happy place, as was wise for the pirates. But of course, the same can't be said for the men who were treated as lesser beings. For them, both of these cities were places of terrible suffering. Is there no possible way to create a nation where all of its people can be happy?
Fergus, stop staring at the city and start moving your feet. Don't forget we still have to pick up that injured guy we hid away earlier.
Oh, right. Sorry. Well, it wasn't easy, but we all somehow managed to make it out of the nightless city. We were all still running away desperately, trying to put some distance between us and the city, when I heard a sound and looked back. There, I could see the largest building in the whole city, glowing impossibly bright as flames consumed it. It was faint, but I thought I could see the two monsters fighting each other atop its roof. One of these monsters was, of course, the natural disaster. The other, hard as it is to believe, looked to be a smaller, yet equally destructive disaster of a sort. I could just be seeing things, but I could have sworn they were evenly matched. Wu Sechian. Alright. I hope Heracles becomes a saber. What do you mean by that? I don't think it's not possible. He's just insane and chaotic. Here we go. Temporary retreat. And it's gonna be worse than I thought. Oh yeah, that's what's her name? Shirazade. Trying to think. I'll bring Giorgio's. And I'll bring Prototype Crew. I think I could, I'll just change it to Kukulan. I think it's all set for good. Good to go. That Berserk Saber Hiroko is stronger than a Berserker form. What? Are you serious?
I hate to admit it, but we've just taken 1 step forward and 2 steps back.
I'm afraid so. We may have succeeded at defeating Wu Zetian and bringing down the Nightless City, but
now the Amazon have taken over instead, right?
Right. We're still not quite sure what happened, but the men we left behind have reported back. After the natural disaster, the big guy ended his rampage. He disappeared as usual. And now the Amazon have taken over what's left of the city.
I think we can do better than to keep referring to him as natural disaster or big guy. I say it's time we came up with a proper name for him. He may have originally been Heracles, but his spirit origin has changed dramatically. His output, durability, and even divinity are all much higher than usual. The first thing that comes to mind is to call him Giant Heracles. But since he once fought against the giants alongside the gods of Olympus, I don't think he'd be particularly thrilled about that. How about calling him Heracles Megalos, meaning huge hero Heracles? We could even shorten it to just Megalos. I agree. I can't quite bring myself to refer to that servant as Heracles either. Megalos sound like a good name to me. Anyway, after Megalos destroyed the city, and then Amazons came in and took over the remains, what happened to Wu Zetian's subjects?
I'm told they lost their will to fight and meekly surrendered to the Amazons.
Given how they reproduce, it's possible that they and the pirates are more like familiars than people. Which is to say, they were created by their respective rulers and don't truly belong to this world. If that's true, it would make sense for them to simply submit to whatever ruler has assumed control.
Submit, huh? I don't know if the Amazons were planning this, or if it was just luck. But either way, they've ended up swooping in and making off with everything. Pisses me the hell off. We'll have to make sure to return the favor someday. Anyway, that aside. What she's doing here? Wasn't she the assassin's tactician?
I couldn't just leave her behind. I may not like the risk that represents, but I will say that sounds just like you, senpai. Foo-foo! Is that Japanese dojeza? It is indeed. I know of it as well. I've never seen one perform so beautifully before. The angle of her head, the arrangement of her hands. I feel as though I'm witnessing a work of art.
What are you playing at?
I have heard that this is the ultimate apology, one that originates from a land known as Japan. I understand that, as this pose is performed with one's entire body, it allows one to show absolute remorse when pleading for one's life.
Pleading for your life?
Yes, I don't want to die. That's my only wish. You have to be the Wu Zetian, and so I am surrendering to you. I believe that is the best option I have to ensure my survival. So please, I want to ask that you spare my life. In return, I will do anything you want.
You sure you should be throwing around promises like, I'll do anything you want, so casually? Because a certain wolf in sheep's clothing may be looking to fleece your bodacious bard for himself. Why is everyone looking at me? Please stop looking at me like I am some kind of wild animal. The other me might behave like that sometimes, but I never would. Anyway, I can understand how she feels. It's only natural to not want to die, especially for a woman who isn't a warrior.
Caster, does this mean you want to be the resistance tactician now?
I'm afraid that's all I can do.
First you worked for the Hut at Wise. Then you betrayed her to go to Wu Zetian, and now you come crawling to us, huh?
I understand your reluctance to trust me. I don't blame you. But every action I've taken up to this point has stemmed from a desire to not die. That desire holds true even now. So I beg you again not to kill me. Please, don't cast me out.
I understand not wanting you to die, but why would you be scared of getting kicked out?
If I was forced to leave here, I would have no choice but to go to Amazons in El Dorado. Wait, I misspoke. I promise, I didn't mean that as a threat. Oh no, this is terrible. Now my death is all but assured. I have to repent.
So much jiggling. Can't look away.
Huh? I've never seen Master look so lost in thought before. I wonder what he's thinking.
Nothing. If that wasn't a vile threat to employ you else you take your services to our enemy, then what was it?
I don't believe that the Queen of El Dorado would have need me. She would very likely have me killed. So as I see it, I have three options. Either I die here, I am forced to leave and the Amazon end up killing me, or I join you. As such, I must do whatever I can to gain your trust.
I don't know. That's not something easily gained.
If my promise to serve as your tactician is sufficient, then I have nothing left to lose. As proof of my willingness to help, I will tell you my true name. I am Shirazadi, a cast in a name only, whose sole talent lies in spinning tales.
Aha! Shirazadi! Now your strange summoning act from before all makes sense.
I've no idea who that is.
Even if you don't recognize her name, I bet you've at least heard of the stories associated with her. Does 1001 Nights ring any bells for you? Or maybe the Arabian Nights? She's the meta character used to deliver every one of those stories. The brave daughter of the chief vizier. In the book, she tells a new story each night to stop a king from taking her life.
Brave? No, there was nothing brave about it. I was just desperate to not die. I have read countless books and stories, and acquired a fair amount of knowledge in the process. I believe that knowledge could be of use to you by helping to predict the enemy's next move, or to better assess the opportunities for you to make yours. Does that sound acceptable? Of course, if you have no need of such knowledge, and will kill me if I cannot demonstrate any other benefits of my continued presence. The only thing I have to offer is my body.
I told you, I'm not going to try anything. Please stop looking at me like that.
What do you think, senpai?
You can never have too many allies. If that is your decision, Master, we have no objections. She may have been our enemy's side thus far, but I can discern no falsehood in her words.
Plus, she gave us advice how to survive that whole escape the rampaging mega berserker thing. If she wanted to hurt us, she'd have just let us fight Mega Herc and go curse black.
Thank you. You have my gratitude.
That's more like it. Being scared all the time is no good for your health. A show of positivity is better for everyone. That's how it should be for all women. Well, that is, I don't mean to say women should be subservient to men. I just mean they should be free to be themselves.
If you're all okay with this, I guess there's no point in me being the lone voice of dissent. Besides, we do need all the help we can get. However, I still have to ask this. Are you sure this book knowledge of yours will actually be useful?
That's a very fair question. As soon as an opportunity to demonstrate my utility presents itself, I shall take it. And as luck would have it, it seems that time is now. This sound I'm picking up on the wind is the same as that discovered by Daniel's son, Hasib. In other words, the scent of a snake woman.
Huh?
Ryder, come quick! There's a pack of Lamia after our peaches.
Aha! I see.
I will also help to rid you of these pests, if only to demonstrate how I might be useful. But please do keep in mind that I usually try to avoid combat as much as possible. After all, if you lose in battle, you also lose your life.
Okay. Okay.
Yo, よし戦いだ。苦手だけど全力で行こうか。行くぞ。この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
立っていられるか。どうあれ潰す。
いいとも。
迷うな。砕け。
どうかな。
はぜよ。
いいおんそれ。柄ではないんだけどね。
はい、お任せを。はい。せい。まだ終わりではないですよ。では行くぞ。
迷うな。
はい。
よかろう。潰れて死ね。
ほっ。
潰れて死ね。
はい。
よかろう。迷うな。
せい。
潰れて死ね。
Alright, got him. Alright, now he's gonna be worse than that giant snake. Fucking annoying! Hydra.
立っていられるか。不待ち者めが。
お任せ。夢のように片付けよう。ん？お望みのままに。それ。この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
これでどうかな。
王の話をするとしよう。
よかろう。迷うな。
星の宇宙に物見のうてか楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るがいいガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
潰れて死ね。
Yeah, I fucking hate that.
では行くぞ。ではお見せしましょう。お任せを。
迷うな。
これこそがアスカロンの真実。汝は竜、罪ありきアスカロン。はっ。
はぜよ。
お任せ。夢のように片付けよう。
血物目が。
行くぜ行くぜ。いいでしょう。お任せを。おうさ。せい。
ステータスアップ。 これで耐えます。はい、どう
任せな。
はぜよ。
おうさ。そらよ。
Fuck you. You're done now.
そんじゃおへえ。
I hate that Hydra. So fucking annoying.
うがてえぐれゲイボルク。
なかなか骨のある強者であった。
Alright, gonna have to end that stream after that talking shit.
Alright, Shirazadi. For the moment, I'll admit that you make a good tactician.
I love getting new allies. Still, I just had a thought and I realized something. Our ultimate goal here is to find the demon god pillar hiding in Agartha and take it out, right? I mean, if we want to do something about this weird sort of singularity place and save everyone down here.
That's exactly right. Our order is to defeat the demon god pillar and destroy all of Agartha. Even if we somehow manage to dig out a tunnel and let all the men here return to the surface, there will continue to be new victims until we manage to resolve the underlying cause.
Yep, I get all that. And at first, I kind of figured that the demon god pillar we had to kill was the Berserker of El Dorado. But then I thought, what if it's actually Megalos?
That's a good point. It's definitely possible. His size and strength are certainly far beyond the bounds of any normal servant.
And if he is the pillar, he's gonna be real hard to kill, right? I mean, we all saw how scary he is in his murder mode back there.
Speaking as a Celtic man, I would like nothing more. For us, the stronger our opponent is, the better. There would be no honor in defeating a weakened Greek hero. But now that he is so incredibly powerful, defeating him would bring us an unimaginable honor. Though, of course, I'm afraid I'm almost certainly not yet strong enough to actually do that.
Now hang on a minute. This demon god pillar thing has to be that servant from El Dorado, right? There's no other sensible answer, is there?
What do you mean?
If this demon god pillar is the one that made this place, then naturally, this place will follow the rules that its creator laid down. And the rules of this world are obvious. Men fall from the surface, and women use them as slaves and to create more women. In other words, Agartha is a world made for women. In which case, the demon god pillar must be one of the people trying to rule this world. There used to be 3 possible candidates, but now, there's only one.
The Hut, Uzetian, and the Berserker of El Dorado. Their dispositions do seem very different from those of us who don't wish to be here. Which then begs the question of whether that is their true disposition, or the demon god's influence.
Either way, the process of elimination leaves us with only one remaining choice.
Guess that means we're gonna take down the Berserker of El Dorado next. Oh hey, so since we run into Little Vegas, Captain Nut Drake, and Mega Herc, does that mean that every servant who disappeared from Chaldea ended up here after all?
Beats me. Like I told you before, I've never met any of them, so I can't say one way or the other.
Nor can I. It could be that we simply have yet to encounter them. Or it could be that they have already been killed by either the Hut, Uzetian, or the Berserker. What an awful thought. I really don't want to be killed. The mere thought of dying compels me to practice begging for my life. I suppose the safest thing to do would be to polish my dogeza, since it works so well in many situations.
Are you sure? That dojeza already looked perfect to me.
Either way, there's no sense worrying about someone we don't even know is here. And since we can't count on Megalos for anything, the only ones we can count on are the ones who are here. Alright, tactician, this is your time to shine. How do we go about fighting El Dorado? Tell us what you got in mind.
Very well. This may be somewhat presumptuous of me, but my advice for our next step is...
Okay. Alright, well. That's the end of it. Guess what we're gonna do next time on Fake Ghost Stream. It's past 10 now. Oh yeah, sure, Zadi. I have you on my alternate account. What? Oh yeah, right. I forgot about that. Huh. I have her on my alt. That's why her MP Phantasm is hidden. Okay, well, guess we're gonna do next time on that Fake Ghost stream. So thanks for all coming by first tonight, and hope you guys have a wonderful starting of February and planning for Valentine's Day. So hope you guys have a wonderful day, and well, and I hope you have a good night. Peace out, and see you later.